Hello, men. Have you been diagnosed with BPH? BPH stands for benign prostatic hyperplasia. Usually it's called BPH or prostate enlargement, and it's pretty common, but it's actually really not healthy. And it can often happen with, the age of men over 40. So let's be clear, it isn't prostate cancer. It is a prostate which is just enlarged and could be causing a few symptoms. But even a smaller prostate can also cause urinary tract obstruction and symptoms. So typically, a BPH sort of pattern of symptoms would be things like you getting up quite often throughout the night, 2 or 3 or 4 times, having difficulty starting the flow or stopping the flow, having this sense of urgency, you've got to urinate and then not a lot comes out. So all these sorts of symptoms are also called lower urinary tract symptoms. And so the aim of naturopathy with you is not simply just to suppress your symptoms and give you something for the symptom. It's always finding the cause, digging deep to find the cause, find the cure. So we look at inflammation, your hormone metabolism, regulation of hormones, and why your body is out of balance. But if you have blood in your urine, you have a lot of burning pain, you've got a high fever, temperature, you need to get yourself to hospital straight away and get that checked out and do some proper testing. But if you don't have those sorts of symptoms and you've just got the other symptoms I was just talking about, then your naturopath or healthcare practitioner can really help you. We can do a PSA test, urine testing, and other appropriate testing for your particular situation. But let's now talk about which supplements and which herbal medicines are really good for your prostate gland and urinary tract health. The number one herb is saw palmetto or Serenoa repens. Saw palmetto is one of the best, most recognized herbs for men who have got urinary tract infections or urinary frequency, reduced flow, that sort of thing. And saw palmetto will help support that hormonal pathway involved in prostate tissue, including the conversion of testosterone to DHT, which is dihydrotestosterone. So now, what are some foods that I would recommend for these men? And it would be number one, pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds, which are absolutely delicious and really good as a snack, have high levels of zinc. And zinc is crucial because within the prostate gland, the little prostate gland, are high levels naturally occurring of zinc. So pumpkin seeds contain phytosterols and essential fatty acids, and they're probably one of the most relevant food sources for men's health. And zinc is really super important. So you need to check your zinc levels and get your naturopath to help you with the right dose for you. What else we can talk about is lycopene. Now, lycopene is a plant sterol, and it's what gives the certain foods red color. So, for example, tomatoes, high in lycopene, and also you've got pink grapefruit, and you have what else? Watermelon. Watermelon is another fruit that is high in lycopene. And if you're eating tomatoes, it's best to cook them and use olive oil because olive oil helps that availability of the lycopene and absorbability improve. So that's what I would do. Use the lycopene in foods as much as possible. And we can also look at two major herbs which help. One is wild yam for men, and ashwagandha. The botanical name for ashwagandha is, of course, withania somnifera. Now, wild yam is so important. I use it all the time in clinic here. In Western herbal medicine, it's always been used for balancing hormones, both for women and men. Ashwagandha, on the other hand, or withania, is so incredibly useful for stress and for your adrenal glands, for adrenal exhaustion, and for stress resilience, helpful for sleep, improving sleep, but also for your libido. It's very well known as a libido tonic and improving your energy, day-to-day energy. So those three herbs, wild yam, saw palmetto, and ashwagandha or withania, are excellent for urinary tract lower symptoms and also for the prostate. So you can trust, you can trust Western herbal medicine for any condition whatsoever, because we've been using it for thousands and thousands of years with great success. And herbs are there to help us and to help heal us.